Does it look like I have something up my butt walking like this? Or am I just weed eating? Okay. Apparently I can phase through walls. And apparently the ground too. Stop. Get me out of here. Spider lawn trimmer does whatever a spider lawn trimmer does. Good morning, everyone. Morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, it's morning for me. Welcome back to the Survival Challenge series, whatever you'd like to call it. It is what it is. So, the grass grew a little bit faster than what I was expecting. It is ready to harvest already. If we jump in the map here and get the grass turned on, it's all ready to harvest here. What I think I'm going to start to do, start this episode off with, is cut down a couple more trees, get those sent over to the lumber mill, make a little bit of money. We are going to buy a bunker silo today, so hopefully we can cut the grass and get that put into a bunker silo and start fermenting, and maybe even make a new field. I know with the small equipment that we have, it's going to take a while to get all that done, so I'm not sure exactly how much we're going to get in this episode. We're going to do our best to keep this moving along at a decent rate. I know doing tree work isn't everyone's cup of tea, but it's a necessary evil. Especially when starting out. Hoping I can pick all these up. Oh, I can. So I think we're going to cut down that one there. Maybe this one. Maybe clear out behind the house. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to end up putting the silage pit. Just because all the ones that I can afford right now, I can't actually place. The only way I can place them is if they're on the 90-degree mark of the angle. I can't spin them, which is kind of a shame. I hope they fix that in the next game. Beggars can't be choosers, though. So trying to find a spot where it can be placed and save some space and make it look half decent is definitely difficult, to say the least. But we'll end up finding a spot for it. Guess I can cut this big tree down too. This one should bring in some decent money. It's one of the bigger trees that we have. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm just going to keep plugging away at this for the next little bit. Keep cutting up some wood here. And hopefully just be able to pick all these up and move them, which is not looking like it. I really don't like when you hide your HUD the first time you lose your center dot. Why it does that, I'm not sure. But it does. And I'm not sure how to get it back. If you know how to get your center dot back after you've hid your HUD once, please let me know down below in the comments. It would help me out a great deal. So, like I said, just gonna get this loaded, and I'll see you probably once we get down towards the sawmill. So that question that I asked just before I left, I figured it out. I actually have to turn the option off to hide HUD and for flight mode in the F11 menu. So if any of you guys were wondering why your little dot disappears, all you gotta do is just turn that off. Instead of being able to use your hotkeys, you'd have to go back into the actual menu and turn it on and off again. So, learn something new every day. We've got a full load of wood. We are overloading this F-150 a lot, and so far it's taking the abuse, so can't really complain there. Is it kind of top heavy? Yes, that's why I'm going kind of slow and just taking my time. Don't want to turn the corners super quick and go arse over tea kettle. It's not something I wanted to do today, is roll my pickup. So that's why we're just going to take our time. Once we get the silage pit placed in, we do kind of have enough money for the one that I'm looking at right now. At this moment in time, it's about $8,000 for the ones that I'm looking at. I would prefer to get something with sides. Even the tires is kind of what I'm looking for. I don't really like just the complete plain Jane open ones, just because it's very hard to distinguish where the edge of the silo actually is. It's just a personal preference, but it is what it is. So once we buy that, I'm hoping this load of wood here will also pay for a small size tractor. I like our lawnmowers. Our lawnmowers serve a very good purpose, but getting a small size tractor will definitely help out around the farm, whether that's just to be able to pull trailers, take more wood, maybe even run a harvester eventually, run 3-point hitch equipment, anything that has a 3-point. I know our lawn tractors have a small 3-point on them, but I really wouldn't want to try to hook up a 2 or 3 meter cultivator to the back of a lawn tractor. Has someone probably done it? Probably. Am I going to be that person to do it? No. No, I'm not. So, take your bets. I think we got 4 trees on here. I'm going to guess $4,000. 4,848. I was close. I'm getting pretty good with these guesses. So let's go see where the best place would be to place a bunker silo. It's back down at the little homestead. Let's just hop up in here. Silos. Let me peruse a little bit here. So I was thinking about something like this. It is kind of big, but as you can see, I can't like straighten it out. Even the bunker's small. Once again, you can't straighten it out. Even if we went with something bigger and more industrial size, still can't straighten it out. This one here cost 10 grand, so I couldn't actually look at it before because I didn't have 10 grand in the bank. So this was going to be my last hope of maybe being able to properly spin it around in a location that I wanted it to be in. These are also the other ones I was talking about where there's no sides on them. Once again, there's just very few places to put it. I was thinking maybe over here for one. I was also looking at this one, but it's really small and tight. And then, of course, these ones, I'd probably go with the medium one here. But even then, like, it doesn't really fit with the layout of our farm. And I don't really want it right behind the house, but it's kind of what it's shaping up to be. Because ideally, I would like to expand this field, so I don't really want to put it right here. And down here, it's getting uneven. I'd like to keep it fairly close. Especially if we're going to be cutting this field right here where it's fertilized and expanding this way. I don't really want the silage pit to be right in the way. So it looks like our only real option is going to be behind the house somewhere. And there it is. $8,141, bit of landscaping fees. Does it really cost that much to put some tires in the ground? No, I don't think so. But here we are. I'm just going to do a tiny little bit of landscaping. Make this track a little bit bigger. Because we'll be driving down to here a lot more. Looks a little bit better, I think. Just got that nice. It seems to be fairly dark right here. But now we can fit our truck down here. Lawnmower's a bit better. I think we ate into our field just a little bit. But it is what it is. That grass will regrow. You can always plow it back in again. So, hope you guys like mowing. I know there is that one game, Lawnmower Simulator, or whatever it is, that just came out. Can I not pick this up? Apparently not. So, I guess this is my version of that game. So this is going to take a little while. So I'll probably put it in a bit of a time lapse just because, you know, cutting grass with a lawnmower. Very fun to watch. And I am definitely cutting more than what our actual field is. Because I want a decent silage harvest. I'm hoping the silage harvest is going to set us off on the up and up when it comes to finances for the next little while. I'm hoping the silage harvest is going to fund our farm expansion, if you will. So I know there isn't too much of it that is actually fully fertilized, but I'm hoping quantity over quality is going to be our friend here with this. So I think that's going to be enough grass cutting for right now. He worked really good. Burned a fair bit of fuel, but he doesn't take that much fuel to begin with, I guess. We'll fire up our older tractor here and grab the bagger, or the lawn sweeper, as you will. And we'll get this thing turned on and lowered down and start picking up some of these rows. This thing holds 890 liters, so this is going to take a fair amount of time. But it runs along at a pretty good clip, and it's got a pretty decent working width as well, so can't really complain there. Just gotta remember to turn it off whenever we are unloading. So as you can see, this is going to take a little bit longer than what, well, it's going to take the exact amount of time that I was thinking it was going to take. But, it's definitely not something that I want to film the rest of. I want to say that we're probably 60-70% of the way done. We'll see you guys once this bunker silo is filled with what we have. It is currently sitting at 15,000 liters, so that's pretty good. I might actually end up cutting some more grass to put in here. I'll do all that off of camera. So I'll see you once I've decided if I'm going to cut some more grass to put in there. Anyways, I'll see you guys when the bunker silo's full, whether that's just full from this or full from more grass cutting. So as you guys can see, I bought another bagger solely for the reason, if I hop into this one, I'll run over and show you the problem that I ran into. I figured, it's like, you know, instead of using that sweep, it'd probably be better off to use this bagger. The bagger, I think, has a 3,000 liter capacity, and it should just hook right up, and it's like a loading wagon, right? Well, when you pick it up, apparently that just froze my game. That's no good. There we go. So, as you can see, it's just flopping all around. It's got to be some sort of a mod conflict. It does work, but only if the bagger is facing that direction, and it doesn't work very well. So I think I'm just going to sell this bagger, just because it doesn't work. And the bagger on the other lawnmower, it doesn't look quite as good, but it does work, and it does actually attach. Also, I did buy a repair station here. That was like just under $500. And I can't actually sell it here, so I'll just go into the menu and sell that bagger there. Almost $1,000 there. So that's my story. That's why it's a little different. But we got a fair bit of grass cut. We have 32,206 liters in here of chaff. We're sitting at 43% compaction. So I'm just going to keep driving around and around in circles to compact this. I think that'll probably be the best bet, so then I don't lose any out of the ends. I do have the bagger on the back here, so if I do lose some out of the back, I can just always pick it up and put it more in the center. I know the pickup truck would be a little bit heavier, but I wouldn't be able to drive around and around in circles with the pickup truck. So this is kind of what I'm doing. It gets very disorienting, so I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this, even though I'm trying to keep the camera as fairly straight as I can, just so it's a little less, you know, dizziness. But yeah, I will see you guys when this is at 100%. To say that I'm dizzy would be an understatement. So, we are at 100%. And we are now fermenting some silage. Oh, there we go. Pop that guy back out of there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I think this is going to be a mainstay episode. I think I'm going to fade out WasNice. I do want to get through at least one winter with there, see if we can push some snow around. And then once that's done, you probably won't see any more WasNice. Of course, unless you want to see more WasNice, let me know down below in the comments below. Apparently there's a bigger collision on this bagger than what I thought there was. I'm just going to get these things all washed up here and be ready to go for tomorrow. Just because there's not much left to do today other than cut more trees down if we so choose. But that'll probably be in the next episode anyways. So, once again guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. If you didn't like it, there's a button for that too. If you like me and you like what I do here, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Toodles! So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I think this is going to be a fairly often... Oh, for fuck's sakes.